Sometimes as Christians, we take special care. Well, well, I'm one of them, right? And I'm not sure if you're one of them, but sometimes I'm guilty of this. I take special care in not in trying not to do anything and not wanting to do anything that is wrong because I don't want to displease God. And sometimes even when I don't think about something and I might say something that I think displeases God, I feel like, oh my gosh, I should have said, and I feel so bad. I feel so broken. And because it feels so much outside of my character, so much outside of who I am. And so because we look at these things and like, it displeases God. But sometimes even the simplest of things, you know, brings dishonor to God's name as well. And so sometimes there's other people might focus. I mean, I know people that focus on the Ten Commandments and say, oh well, we should do this, that, that, and we should do all these things. And there are other people who focus on other things. But I was reading Romans chapter 15, and it says, and verse 1 says, we then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak and not to please ourselves. And that is something that we oftentimes forget as Christians, where, you know, something might not necessarily be wrong, and but to someone else it's a stumbling block in their way. And so because they might not be not weak physically, but maybe they're new to the faith. Maybe they're a young Christian. Maybe they have not been exposed as you have been exposed. Maybe their understanding is not the same as yours. And because of that, we don't want to do certain things to cause offense or to even cause someone like that to interpret something the way that it's not. And so we want to live a life of transparency and even compromise sometimes, not compromise in doing something wrong, but compromise sometimes in not doing something because it may just cause offense to someone else, and they might not understand why you do the things you do or why you're doing the things that you're doing. And so we're called to be or to bear one another's burden, right? And so sometimes we often think that when we bear one another's burden, it's just physical burden, but it's also spiritual burden as well. And so we're called to be co-workers with Christ, and Christ is He's patient, He's long suffering to not only His children but to everyone in the world. And so sometimes if we are in a situation where something might be perceived one way, even if we know the reality, then we're called to be of a higher standard than that. And so the call for Christians today is to just be like Christ, think like Him, talk like Him, and to act like Him. And so we're not just playing a role like Christ, but we're allowing Christ to live through us. And so it is not reading the Bible and say, oh, Christ did this, so I should do that too. No, it is saying, Christ, you did this, so come into my heart and do that through me, right? And so I was reading it this morning and I wanted to share with you guys, and I hope it was a blessing to you. And it is sometimes things that we just miss along the way, and I want to just incorporate this into my Christian experience, and I hope that you get a chance to do the same. So until next time, take care.